Hello, we are going to continue our discussion, and we stop at the master budget. So, with regards to the master budget, we are going to start with the what we're going to prepare in the problem solving will be the cash flow budget to project FS. No? Now, so since our input is the sales forecast, this would be the basis in preparing the sales budget, of which our sales budget has a quantitative portion, or the quantities and peso value in your component, and the base will be the basis of the production budget. What's more important to look at in your production budget would be the setting of your desired ending inventory. Since you know already uh, how many units will be produced, you can now set your purchases budget for materials and the labor budget in terms of time and peso value, how much are you going to pay per hour, or and of course your overhead budget, because the three components of your product cost would be the MDL and overhead. Incidental to that would be also the determination of your selling and administrative budget. So that would now facilitate the preparation of the cash budget, because the sales budget you would be able to determine how much will be for the collection and for cash sales, then how much will be paid for your product cost and how much will be paid for your operating cost. Okay. Now, if sales forecast is our input, let me give you a background on how it is determined. It can be based on what people say, what people do, and what people have done. I think what you are familiar of is what people do. Kasi when you go to, alam mo, sa mga mall, may mga taste test o pwede yan, test market. No? Ito naman sa what people say, ang background nyo dito, yung pag-separate ng cost, ng variable into fixed, kasi you are asking the opinion of those who are directly involved in the incurrence of cost. So, yun. So dito, you're making a survey, asking for opinion. Tapos dito naman, so what people have done, this would be computations, kasi you have time series analysis and statistical demand analysis. This uh, in the operations management and partly will be uh, discussed in your statistics, diba? So we can divide the sales forecasting method into two, qualitative or quantitative method. So you have executive opinion, Delphi method. Is accounting, di ba? May Delphi method din. Salesforce composite, survey of buyer's intention, and test marketing. Then sa quantitative, you have moving averages. Ito ginagamit nga natin sa inventory, di ba? Decomposition, ratio method, regression, and economic analysis. Ang regression sa natin ginagamit, 'di ba, sa pag-segregate ng cost into variable and fixed. Yan din naman Delphi method. Okay. So how does your sales budget looks like? Ito, 'di ba? Ayan units, saan nanggagaling 'yan? Sa marketing, price, saan nanggagaling? Tayo ang isa sa mga lead dito, personnel, although involved yung marketing, but kayo yung lead diyan sa pagse-set ng selling price. And then tingnan niyo yung sa purchases budget, although pwede niyong palitan yung purchases ng production. Kasi pagka ikaw ay manufacturing, unahin mo yung production bago purchases. Okay? So you have your sales, then desired ending inventory, beginning in the... Ano napansin nyo? Na, isipin nyo yung sa cost of sales. Di ba ang cost of sales natin, nag-umpisa sa purchases plus beginning, less ending, yun ang cost of sale. Dito, nauuna? Eto. Di ba kita nyo? Plus desired ending inventory, less beginning inventory. Inuuna natin dito, sales. Tapos ang dulo, purchases. Diba? So, baligtad siya pagka sa budget. Kasi nga, nag-start tayo sa demand. Diba? Ayan. Okay. So, yun ang kaibahan kapag you are preparing a budget. Okay. Then, sa operating expense budget, just para lang may sample. Ito, based naman to sa behavior. No? Kasi pag internal report, mas may relevance yung cost mo, yung expense mo is divided based on or presented based on behavior. Ano tong plan, do, check, act? Well, this is a model normally utilized in order for you to manage your operation. So sa atin sa finance, you have your financial planning. Your do and check will be part of financial control, no? Financial managing and control, as well as financial statement analysis in your check. And based on the reports of both these processes, that will be the basis of your action to make sure that operations will be effective and efficient. Okay. So, as a review, ito ang tool natin. Ano na? Sige. Master budget. Ano input? Sales forecast. At sa budgeting, ano lang gagawin natin? Cash flow to facilitate preparation of projected FS. Okay. So, sa finance process, nakailan na tayo? Isa pa lang. Planning. Let's go to the second one. Working capital management. Although tapos na tayo sa financial statement analysis and FS. Okay? Dahil sa financial planning, we already assigned the resources to specific activities. Then, we'll go to financial controlling. And do remember that accounting and reconciliation, sa accounting yan, nandun tayo sa assurance. Part lang ng assurance tsaka ng reporting. Okay? So, ano ang ginagawa sa financial controlling? Your focuses on inventory analysis, your creditor analysis, and debtor analysis. Why? Because this is working capital management. No? Of course, the output of the first process will be the input of the second process. And as always, in any process that we're going to involve with, it's decision that we're going to make. Now, how do we manage and control financial resources? It is a balance between how many resources do we have and how much time will be involved with the processes. No? And since this is focused on working capital management, so that would be short term. And what comprises our working capital? These are level of current asset and level of current liability. If this level of current asset and current liability, then we have to look at basis of concept. Minsan kasi nakikita nyo may gross working capital, tapos may net working capital. Ano pinagkaiba nito? Kadalasan pag gross working capital, mas sinasabi niya yung current asset. Tapos, net working capital, current asset less current liability. Ma'am, pag walang nakalagay na gross at saka net, ano isipin namin? Ano yun? Net working capital, current asset less current liability. Pagka basis of time, ano yung permanent? Ano yung fixed? Di yung regularly demanded. Yung kailangan mo sa pang-araw-araw. Tapos, syempre, yung temporary, seasonal yun, di ba? Gano'n naman talaga. Now, ano ba yung mga bagay na nakakaapekto sa working capital? Di syempre, ano yun? Level ng inventory mo, level ng receivable mo, level ng payable mo, level ng cash mo. Yun lang naman yun. Kaya nga, di ba, meron tayong cash conversion cycle, meron tayong normal operating cycle. Sa inventory, ano concern mo? Paano mo i-manage? Kaya meron kayong economic order quantity model, meron kayong just-in-time system, meron kayong material requirements planning system. No? Sa debtor, ito yung mga pinapautang nyo, ito yung sa receivable nyo, then you have to be good in formulating your credit policy. Sa creditor naman, yung mga nagpautang sa'yo, ano yan? You have to be maximizing, no, or stretching your payable. At sa cash naman, maintain it at the lowest possible level because cash is the most unproductive asset. If that is so, kita nyo, nakalagay dito, unlock cash tied in stocks, no? Laging nakalagay, demand forecasting. Kasi yung level ng i-acquire mo or maintain mong inventory should always be based on what is being demanded. Dito sa debtors mo, kita nyo credit control. Aba, maraming nasisirang negosyo dahil sa mga pinautang nila, hindi nila na singil, 'di ba? O, tas dito sa creditor management, kita nyo payment efficiency. Ano 'yan? Doon ka lang sa maturity date as much as possible, nagbabayad. Kaya nga you are computing for effective rate, cost, no? To forgo discount, 'yun. Kasi you need to know the effective rate of your loan, hindi lang yung nominal rate. Okay? Sabi dito, the working capital, your current asset should be reduced at the lowest level possible. Why? Because this one demanded fund. On the other hand, your current liability would actually supply fund. No? Why? Makakautang ka sa bangko, makakautang ka ng inventory nang hindi ka kailangan ng pera. At alam natin, in order for us to have a better cash flow, you have to have a proactive customer management and make sure that your revenue will grow. So it would affect your cash position. Likewise, your cost should be, yung cost natin, should be minimized. And in order for you to minimize that, you have to be able to be efficient in operation and lessen wastage, no? And kaya kita niyo dito sa working capital management, low level of AR, you have to have low level of inventory, no? And shorter dapat yung cash conversion cycle natin. Dahil ang concern mo is to have higher profit in order for you to be productive and also have also a supply for funds. If you can sell on cash basis, mai-increase mo yung sales mo on cash basis. Now, this one is a variance analysis as a sample of a cost. Why did I start with cost? Kasi cost is an item that's highly controllable at your end. Remember, you have 5 factors affecting profit. Ano na nga ba yung 5 factors affecting profit? We start with the most controllable. You have variable and then your fixed. Then you have your volume. Then you have your price. And you have your sales mix. Okay? And ito yung pinaka-controllables. Kaya diyan kayo mag-uumpisa. Kaya ito yung ginawa kong sample sa control. Kasi yun yung ginagawa pagka ginagawang report. Pag managing and control variance report. Comparing budget and actual. So you see, yung pagsiset ng budget, crucial kasi 2-in-1 siya. Planning na, controlling pa. Diba? Hindi dapat masyadong idealistic yung budget mo. Hindi rin naman dapat masyado namang relax. Also, it's a challenge of balancing, di ba? Yung what is being demanded and what is being available supply. And yung pag-set mo ng budget, kung halimbawa ikaw yung involved, isi-set mo ba yung basis sa performance mo ng sobrang baba para madali mong ma-achieve, lalo na kung ito yung basis ng alam mo yon, yung performance base yung incentive mo, Yun yung isa sa mga issues diyan. Okay, so sa budgetary control, ano na nga ba ang ating dapat na in-analyze? Yung nasa current asset at yung nasa current liability. Because we have to be able to manage well our available funds on a short-term basis, because managing it well indicates that there will be minimal level of demand on a long-term funds sourcing. Diba? And yung ano na uli pangatlo, mamaya, ayan no, financial statement analysis, FS, we're done. So, ang finance process, ilan na nga ba? Financial planning, financial controlling, and financial statement analysis for us to be able to better operations. Yun. So, thank you for listening. We'll have a continuous discussion for chapter 4. Good day.